we're gonna, okay. Like, okay, here, hold that. Okay. And then, like, move like we're having fun. Like, dun, 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 dun. Like, you know what, just, wait, you'll see what I mean.
Sparkle. Sparkle. Hello, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
I'm Steve.
And I'm Mark.
And this is SmokeySteveAndMarc.
Yes, it is.
Welcome or welcome back.
Yes, how are you?
Happy Friday.
Oh, happy Friday.
I fib and tell myself Tuesday's the best day of the week, but we all know it's Friday.
Yes, it
Friday.
is. It is.
It's the longest possible time before I have anywhere to be. Any commitments.
True.
No needs to do, no promises to keep. All I have to do is eat and breathe until Monday.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, if you need something, I guess. But, like, otherwise, I'm gravy.
Yeah, no,
So.
I'm glad it is, too. It was a rough week. It was a rough week. It was a rough week, in general for me.
Yeah, you were sick.
I was sick. I was. Wednesday was the worst day of it all. But it was building up for a week prior to that. And I don't know what happened, whether it was the medication, you know, or I was having a flare. I don't know what it was. But I was down and out for a couple days. And, thank you so much for all your comments. I was overwhelmed with the emails and the messages and everything. Mm-hmm. I thank you so much. And along with that goes a little bit of guilt too, because I've neglected the emails and the social media and everything because I wasn't feeling well. But I'm feeling better. Mm-hmm. As you probably can tell.
Yeah. He's not acting, he feels better. You know he doesn't have a poker face.
No, I don't.
He has no poker
I don't
face.
know what happened, but overnight last night, it felt like everything lifted kind of in a way. I don't know. It's how it happens. It's so strange. But I am very happy to report I feel so much better, and thank you so much. Your concern was very touching. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, that's good.
Yes. And you're doing well, too.
I am. I had an appointment with a psychiatrist yesterday, which I had totally forgot about, but good thing I was home. It was on the phone, and I was breaking in a nurse practitioner. I love that when they have interns sit in. This will be fun. My psych record's as thick as a phone book. She was very nice, and we sorted out some insurance problems I had been having, getting one of my medications paid for, and med tweak I had a couple weeks ago.
It was
week and a half, 2.5 weeks.
A little over 2 weeks.
And I was gnawing at the bit. Like, I was like, when's this 2 weeks up? Because I don't feel better.
Yeah.
And then shortly after, things started to feel better.
Good.
A little bit. So I've been better.
Yeah.
It's good.
Good.
Let's strike while the iron's hot.
Yeah, let's do it. Because
Because there's no knowing how we'll feel tomorrow.
Exactly.
So
I'm really hoping.
So let's have a good Friday.
Let's have a good Friday and a good weekend.
Exactly.
And you too, all right?
Yeah.
Promise us. Let's have a good weekend, everybody, okay? Mm-hmm. And I thought since, I thought it would be really cool to go in the kitchen and cook today.
Yeah.
Because people have been asking for more recipes, more cooking videos. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, okay, yeah, let's do it. So what was funny about this one that we're going to do tonight, we subscribe to Every Plate, and the Every Plate box came this week, and there was a recipe in there it's kind of similar to the one I want to share with you tonight. But the point is that it reminded me of this recipe that I used to make at the restaurant I used to work at. We came up with our own signature dishes, and then we put it on the menu. Mm-hmm. And this is one of mine. And because of the Every Plate box, it reminded me. I'm like, oh, yeah, let's do that one. So I was glad that came because I'm super excited to share it with you. It's one of my favorite recipes of all time. And it's called chicken alla Marco.
Oh, so humble.
I know, right?
So humble.
We couldn't think of anything else.
Signature dish means signature dish.
Does.
I mean,
we couldn't think of anything else to call it at the time. So I don't know. I was thinking of renaming it, but I don't know.
Chicken alla Steve has a ring to it. I don't know.
It does.
Yeah, just saying.
You have to put your spin on it, though.
What's Italian for Steve?
I don't know that.
I don't know. Stoppa, Stavros,
I guess I should stick with chicken
Etienne,
alla
Esteban.
Marco.
I know it in all these
Chicken
other
alla
languages.
Marco. We came away. It was chicken alla Enrico, because Rico's my middle name.
Mm-hmm.
Chicken. Can't even remember. It was so long ago, But we had it on the menu for a while, and it was a hit. It was really, really good, and I hope you like it too. We're gonna do that, and you're gonna do something too. It's gonna be fun. So
fun.
yeah. So do you want to just get right to it, or
Let's
do you want to
to
talk some more? You know how we can talk.
Yeah, so
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
He can talk as long as I can. Absolutely. Because I've been doing the editing recently.
I've been doing those 40-minute foodie beauty marathons for a while. I concede. I can talk. I can talk. Okay, fine. You want to go to the kitchen?
Let's go to the kitchen. Let's get started right now, okay?
All right, let's go.
All right. All right, so we are in the kitchen, and I'm about to share with you one of my favorite recipes of all time. We're going to make chicken alla marco. Oh, yeah. Like the name? Yeah, But anyway, first, guys, check this out. I got home from work today. Look what was on our doorstep. How beautiful. Oh, my gosh. So it was no secret that both Steve and I were having a rough week or two. And this came today. It says, guys, I know this week has been a bit of a struggle. Sending hugs and good thoughts your way for easier days ahead. I hope this puts some sunshine into your weekend. Much love, always, Mare.
Thanks, Mare.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, it was just what I needed. Wow, it was so nice. Thank you. I was so surprised. Let me just tell you. I'm like, what? We got flowers? Okay. All right, let's get right back to our recipe, okay? You got your pen, got your paper? These are the ingredients you will need. First of all, in this bowl, I have some chopped up romaine lettuce. Also in there are some chopped up English cucumber, some shredded Parmesan, and some grated Romano cheese. I tossed that all up together, and that's what we're going to use for the bed of our entree today. So I'm going to put this in the refrigerator and keep it chilled while we make our dinner. All right. So in addition to that, you will need some chicken breasts. Here I have 4 6-ounce chicken breasts, which are boneless and skinless. You'll also need some vegetable oil for pan frying. Now, over here, I have my little breading station set up. I have 3 containers. Now, in the first one, I have flour and I have salt and pepper. It's seasoned with salt and pepper. If you want to get technical, it's about 2 teaspoons each of salt and pepper, okay? Now, in the middle one, we have our egg wash, which is 2 eggs and about 1/4 cup of water. And in that, I also added a tablespoon of minced garlic. Oh, yeah. Now, in the last one, I have panko breadcrumbs, which I tossed with a teaspoon of paprika and a tablespoon of chopped parsley. Oh, yeah, guys, we're building flavor. Each container is seasoned. You know what I always say? You gotta build the flavor. You gotta build the flavor. That's what we're doing here, all right? So, but wait. What the heck is panko anyway? So, what is panko anyway? Well, I'm gonna tell you. Panko is a type of breadcrumb used in Japanese cuisine. Although Western cuisine, they're using it a lot more lately. It's really caught on in recent years for sure. Now, panko is a lot airier, it's a lot crisper, it holds a lot less oil and grease, which makes it perfect for fried foods and pan-fried foods such as today's recipe. Now, panko is made from white bread only, and there are 2 types. There's white panko and there is tan panko. White uses only white bread. No crusts, nothing at all. Tan will include the crusts in it. There's no whole grains, there's nothing else in panko but white bread. And now you know what panko is. Well, now you know, I guess, right? All right, so let's get to it, all right? First thing we have to do is prepare our chicken. Now, we are going to pound these chicken breasts out into about 1/3 to 1/2 inch thickness, okay? Now, we pound the chicken out for a couple reasons. First of all, it makes it cook a lot quicker. Secondly, it makes it a little more tender too. It's a great tip. I think you should use it anytime you need to use chicken breasts. Now, the easiest way to do this is grab yourself a nifty difty Ziploc bag. Oh yeah. And then we're going to put our chicken right in the bag like this and like this. Okay? And just lay it flat on a cutting board or another hard surface, and you'll use your kitchen mallet and pound it out. What? You might not have a mallet? Okay, I know a lot of home cooks probably don't have a mallet. Believe it or not, I don't either. Never fear. Grab yourself a frying pan. It works just as well, all right? And it's just as simple as this. With the side of your pan, you're going to go one way. Then we're going to go the other way. And then flat. Bam, 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 bam. Get all your frustrations out. And then repeat with all of your chicken breasts, all right? Now, we're going to flip it over and do the same thing. This way, that way, and flat. Oh, yeah. Okay, so your ears are probably hurting right now. I know mine are. But we did get some frustration out. So, here we go. We have our pounded out chicken breasts. These two are already done, so we are ready to go. Now, this recipe is going to be enough for 4 servings. You please feel free to cut the recipe in half or double it or triple it, depending on how many people you're feeding. Now, I'm thinking, Valentine's Day is coming up, so I think this might be a great recipe for that, all right? So let's get to breading our chicken. All right, so always remember when breading pretty much anything, dry, wet, dry, dry, wet, dry, dry hand, wet hand. All right? Okay. Oh, and if you don't want to touch the chicken, tongs are fine to use too. So what we're going to do is dredge our chicken in the flour first, just like so. Okay? Nice, like that. Shake the excess off, and then we're going to dip it right into our egg wash. All right? Like so. Okay? And then we're going to put it into our breadcrumbs. Give it a little tap there so it's nice and covered. Flip that over and do the same. Just like so. Ooh, that looks good. All right. And there we have our breaded chicken, and that's ready to go. Now, you're going to repeat with the rest of your chicken breasts. All right? Okay. Oh boy, okay, these are great. This recipe is all about texture. I mean, it is crunchy and creamy. It's about temperature. It's cold and hot. So delicious, all right? So now I have all of my chicken breasts breaded and ready to go. So over on the stove, I have my saute pan or frying pan heating up with about a 1/4 inch of vegetable oil in there. 1/4 to 1/3 of an inch, and we're going to pan fry them. Now, if you're unsure if your oil is hot enough, grab some leftover panko, okay, that you may have, and drop them in there, and oh, it's sizzling. All right, we're ready to go. And it's as simple as this. Take our chicken and put it right in the pan like so. And we'll do 2 at a time here. There we go. Wonderful. Nice. Okay, and then we are going to let that cook until it's, heated through, cooked all the way through, about 3 to 4 minutes on each side. It'll be nice and brown and cooked all the way through. And then we're going to transfer those to some paper towels to let them drain a little bit, all right? All right, let me get to that. Ooh, nice. Ooh, perfect. Nice. Okay, so you know what? While these are cooking, let's get on to making the topping, all right? Okay. Nice. Okay, so let's get to the topping. Now, I'm sure I don't have to tell you, make sure you always wash your hands and any of your surfaces when you're using raw chicken or any raw meat for that matter, hot soapy water, okay? Safety first. All right, So for the topping, we're essentially making a bruschetta, really. And what you'll need for that, okay, in this bowl I have 2 Roma tomatoes, which I have chopped up. And right here we have a tablespoon of chopped fresh chives. And here a hefty teaspoon of minced garlic. Now, to that we're going to add a pretty hefty pinch of pepper and a pretty hefty pinch of salt too, okay? Then in here I have balsamic vinegar. Oh yeah. Now that's about a 1/4 cup or so. And to that I added the same amount of olive oil. Alright? And we're just going to add that to that. Just like that. And we're going to give it a nice stir. Make sure we get all those ingredients all mixed up. Ooh, oh, I can smell it. It smells delicious. Okay. And I always like to give it a little taste test here. Okay. I think another pinch of salt. Whoa. And, all right. And that's all we need for this. All right. So we're going to set this aside because we're going to use that later. All right. Now, our chicken is, it's almost done, I guess. It's assemble time. We're done. Okay, so we have our chicken all done. And if you're a little leery and you're not sure they're cooked all the way through, just give them a little slice, just like so, and make sure there's no pink and you're all ready. It's good to go. But if you did it 3 to 4 minutes each side, you'll be just fine, all right? And we have our greens ready to go. And we have our topping ready to go. Okay, so it's as simple as this, y'all. Look, so we're going to take our greens. And remember, this is just chopped romaine and some chopped English cucumber and some shredded Parmesan and some grated Romano, okay? And I like to get a lot on mine. Okay, now that. Okay, and now you can just put your chicken right on top of it like that if you want. But I think for a really nice presentation, you can cut it on the bias like this. Just give it a few little slices here. I gotta get some new knives. Okay, and we'll just set that right on top. Like that, okay? Little pinch of salt, little pinch of pepper, and now our topping. Oh gosh, this is what brings it all together. So when you're doing this, you want to kind of get the tomatoes to the one side like that and let some of the juices fall off, and we're going to put it right on top like that. 2 hefty tablespoons per breast is my liking. There we go there. Now, we're going to get some of the liquid, and we're going to drizzle it around the outside like that. Again, about 2 tablespoons, 3 if you want. You know, that's all up to you. All right. And then finally, we're going to top it with some shredded Parmesan right on top. And there you go. Chicken alla Marco. Now, side dishes, right? Okay, so you could serve this, of course, with a side of pasta, maybe a side of some steamed broccoli, but you want an awesome side dish that will really complement this dish. How about Steven's chive mashed potatoes? Steven?
Thank you, Mark. So, mashed potatoes. We're going to keep it real light, real easy here. Now, there's a dozen recipes about how to make mashed potatoes. You have yours, I have mine. This is one of them. This is not the recipe, okay? So, what do we need? Potatoes. Today we are using baby potatoes. Very cute, aren't they? We're going to be using 10 of them. That should be enough to make mashed potatoes for 2 to 4 people, depending on who those people are, roughly. Simple ingredients that go with, we'll be adding some butter, 2 tablespoons, cream cheese, 2 tablespoons. Wouldn't be chive mashed potatoes without chives. Salt, pepper, obviously. And one thing I like to do with mashed potatoes is throw stuff into the water when it's cooking. So I split a large clove of garlic and tossed it in as well. Now you need to cut these relatively evenly so they cook in the same amount of time. And the smaller you cut them, the faster they will cook. So I cut them in 4s because I'm good like that, see? And I cut them all about this size and put them into a pan, cover them in cold water. I don't know why. I was always trained cold water because if you put them in hot water, the outside cooks and the inside's hot. I don't know. Probably doesn't matter, but that's how I did it. And I timed it, and it took 13 minutes. So if you cut your potatoes to roughly this size, they'll cook in about 13 minutes. Then, drained them, put them back in the pot to get cozy, and there we have potatoes. Nice, huh? So, now the good stuff. We had to sacrifice one, I'm sorry. So, you can mash, you can whip, you can smash. We left the skins on these because there's no way in hell I was going to skin all those little potatoes. But also, they're tender because they're like, you know, newer potatoes, younger potatoes. So, while it's still hot, we're going to go in with butter, 2 tablespoons. I believe this is salted butter as well. And an ounce of cream cheese, which is 2 tablespoons. Chives. And when I drain the potatoes, that garlic is still in there, so that's going to get smashed up with everything too. Preliminary salt. I did salt the water, but potatoes take a lot of salt. You'd be surprised how much they can take, actually. And pepper. Just a bit. Now, again, you can mash, you can smash, we're going to whip. I don't get to use kitchen stuff a lot. This is fun. So... little loud. Why don't I finish up doing this and we'll get back to you when it's a little purtier, okay? All right. All right. I would say that's pretty well whipped. Pretty well whipped. All right. So, test your food. Try it. Don't serve something to people that you don't think is good, and don't be afraid to try it. Now, see, I would like a little more pepper in there. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little more pepper in. Now, these are plenty whipped, so we'll take the mixer away, and we can just stir that in. Creamy. Creamy. I'm so used to smashed and smashed. So these will get plated up, and we have the lovely chicken that's already been done. So we'll put it all together, make it nice and fancy, and we will catch up with you in a minute.
It was so much fun spending time with you in the kitchen, and with you, of course.
Of course.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed it. Oh, and here it is. Doesn't look good?
Good stuff, right?
Good stuff. You gonna do the taste test?
I am. I'm going to try the potatoes first.
All right. Oh, you got a little garnish of the...
There is. I'm tempted to sweep it in. I have the garnish of the bruschetta.
It's good.
Mm.
Is it good?
Mm.
Okay, good.
You're not trying anything?
No, I don't eat before midnight.
What, are you turn into a pumpkin?
Okay, here's the here's the real taste test.
Okay, so there's chicken.
You get some of the crunchy and some of
the parm and some of the tomato and there's so many components. Okay.
I know.
This might be the perfect bite. We'll see.
Mm. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Mm.
Good. I'm glad you like it. It is. You know what? It's a nice dish. It like I said, it's about texture and temperature. You know, you have the crunchy lettuce and greens, and then you have the crunchy chicken on top, and then you have the creamy potatoes with the chives in it that accent the
chicken's
the bruschetta on
fried,
top.
but the vinegar cuts through it.
Yeah.
It's good.
And it's nice. Yeah, it was popular on the menu.
What are you eating tonight?
I'm
because I have enough for 4 of me. I'm having triplets. I'm eating for 4 now.
No, I'm having at least 1. At least.
Fine.
Okay.
You win.
Okay. Well, guys, I hope you had a good time tonight. I hope you enjoyed that recipe, and I really hope you try it.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely
do.
And Mare, the flowers were so beautiful, and
they were so nice. Like, there was a knock on the door. The woman scared the hell out of me.
Yeah, the delivery woman?
Scared the hell out of me. She sounded like a deck collector. Bam, bam, bam. And she was sweet as pie when I opened the door. She's like, these are for you. Are you Steve or Mark? Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, I'm Steve.
Yeah. It was so cool.
Thank
you so much.
And it was beautiful, too. Beautiful.
Yeah, it was really, really nice. Really lifted us up. Thank you. So I guess that's all we got today.
That's all I got.
Yes.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, I am too, actually.
Well, thank you all for watching.
Yes.
Please do subscribe, hit the like button, and hit the bell, notification bell on your way out so you get all the alerts when we go live and when we have a new video coming up. You can follow us on Facebook at SmokeySteveAndMarc, or on Instagram at SmokeySteveAndMarc, or on Twitter at SmokeySteveA. Our email and contact info is all listed below as well. Thank you again, and I will catch up with you tomorrow to discuss one Miss Foodie Beauty, who likes to run her mouth.
She sure does.
She's brought people I haven't watched their channels in 2 years, and she's brought them out of the woodwork to say, "Bitch, shut up."
Wow.
I mean,
this ought to be a good one.
not words I would choose, but yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I'm anxious.
Yeah.
I haven't watched her at all this week, but tomorrow, tomorrow's the
And I
the
assume
day.
she's still intuitive eating. So,
I would
but we'll
assume.
catch up tomorrow.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, guys. It was great spending time with you. Please have a fantastic weekend, okay? And remember to stay safe, stay well, but above all else, stay positive, all right? We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Ciao. Ooh, I need to eat something.